Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles. So I may sound a little sick because I am a little bit sick, however, outside of the mission there's not a whole lot of talking I have to do, so I'm gonna give it a shot.
Welks! There you are. I've been looking for you.
Hey, Ace. How'd your enlistment go? No problems?
I registered as a tank pilot and mechanic.
How convenient.
Maintaining and operating the Edelweiss will be my responsibility from now on. I think it's nice that we'll all be on the same squad together. I think so too.
So what are you up to now?
The tank's hangar space is just through here. I was just carrying some Ragnite fuel back.
Oh man, I bet you all wanted to know what Ragnite was, and the game's gonna do its own little explanation for you right here.
It's used to power the tank, and also for the turret-mounted cannon rounds.
I guess I'm just more used to seeing it in street lamps and medical compounds.
Seems like everything is Ragnite powered these days. That stuff is everywhere.
Just think of gasoline, that's a pretty good explanation.
Not enough of it for some people, though. It's the source of a lot of conflict.
They say the Empire's invading only to get at all the Ragnite in Gallian soil.
Oh, that's right. I had something to give you, Welks.
What's this?
Father's flare gun. It was in the barn, but I thought you might have some use for it.
Another hand-me-down.
I gave it a once-over. It might be old, but it's still serviceable.
I didn't mean... I just can't believe I'm a tank operator now. Thank you for this, Ace.
I'll do a spot check on the Edelweiss now, to make sure it's ready to go at any time. All right, we'll get going for now then. See you later.
So that's what Isara's doing right now. She's basically part of our squad as well, which is great. Now, let me see. I was wanting to go to the headquarters. So, Free told me that there was one person he wanted swapped out, so let's do that really quick. Never mind, we already have them in our crew. Okay. So, Vice Engelbard. Seems like a cool guy, right? A few other people to note that I wanted were Walter Nash, because he's got those awesome sunglasses. And I remember Yoko for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, let's get back to the story. Sorry if my voice is just way off. I can hear it myself, so it's got to be a bit off.
I'll cut to the chase. Here's your mission. The Great Vassal Bridge was just taken by the Empire. It's a key strategic position.
The Great Vassal Bridge?
It's a major drawbridge crossing the canal in Vassal, just outside the capital.
Basically, it's a really big supply line for the capital.
That bridge is a part of the Central Transit Artery, leading into Randgreaves. Our mission is to take it back.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but, they have quite a couple, tanks on there. And I mean, sure, we can take out a tank or two, but there's a lot of them.
The Empire has been running a blitz, with their shock troops outrunning their defense. Our 3rd Regiment will retake the bridge before defensive reinforcements can arrive.
How quaint. The militia holding a little strategy meeting of its own.
This guy, you're going to grow to hate him. Unless you're a bad person, then you might like him. I don't know.
How long were you planning on hiding out in here, Verrot?
My apologies, sir. We'll depart soon.
Whatever. They're just country mice.
That's why I don't like him. Just because he downplays the militia so much.
It's not like they'll be much help.
More help perhaps than your army unit that couldn't hold the bridge in the first place.
Hey!
Regardless, Vassal remains a critical position. We'll reclaim it immediately.
Well, all good. See that you do.
Okay, we will do.
Who was that?
Oh, just the biggest jerk in the entire army.
General Damon, commander of the Central Forces.
Central Forces? That's the army branch the militia was folded into, right?
That's right. They say the general's an aristocrat. He looks down on the common militia.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Now that the war's begun, we all need to band together and fight to keep Gallia safe. Who cares at this point whether you're in the army or the militia? It's ridiculous.
Gentlemen, let's return to the mission. We'll begin by taking back the western bank to gain a foothold for reclaiming the bridge. Lieutenant Gunther, I'm assigning Squad 7 to this mission. It's your first maneuver, so be smart.
Yes, Captain.
The other squads are on patrol. Stay sharp and be ready to help take back the bridge. I'm counting on all of you out there. Now move out.
Okay. Skirmishes. Unlike those in the main storyline, battles under the Skirmishes tab can be played any number of times. These are where, if we need more money or experience, we will come back and do them over and over again. And you can set the skirmish difficulty as whatever you want. And if you lose soldiers in skirmishes, they still die, so you need to be careful about that. So this is a skirmish battle that we can redo in the future if we'd like to do. Only some select ones are skirmish battles, and I'm not 100% sure why, but whatever, it doesn't matter that much.
Here are details on the current operation.
The Imperial force is deployed in a defensive formation around a camp within Vassal's urban center. You will assign squad positions split between a city team and a riverside team. Okay, that's the city team. The city team will protect the base camp. That's pretty much mostly their job, to sort of sit there, while the riverside team strikes the enemy. Your objective is to occupy the enemy camp. Defeat the enemy units defending the camp, then get to the flag hung above their camp to occupy it. Beginning with this operation, you'll be responsible for assigning your soldiers to their combat positions. Yay! Before commencing the operation, choose the Position Units command to view a list of deployable units. Then, once you've selected a unit you'd like to deploy, choose a position you wish them to take. Intelligence reports say they have tanks stationed in the city. It would behoove you to include an anti-tank unit on the city team to facilitate its neutralization. I would also recommend you add units with high AP, such as scouts and engineers, to your Riverside Strike Force, because they're going to be running a lot. Once you got your teams in place, select a deploy. Now it's time to get them in position. So don't let them occupy our base. Don't let them kill all of our soldiers. Don't let Welkin die. And 20 turns pass, we got to occupy their base. Okay, so this is where we get to start doing more strategy. So right now, we've got... Who do we have in here? Oh, that's not mouse controlled. We've got Largo sitting in here right now. So he'll be good there. Welkin's on the Riverside team, so is Alicia and Rosie. We probably want a scout somewhere here. Who do we want? I like his hair. We'll take Melville. Stick him up here, and then we'll have one shock trooper. We'll have Kobe here. Alright, that should be good on that team. They don't really need a whole lot, just kind of to defend themselves, and a shock trooper and a scout should be able to do that pretty fine. Escape, okay. We can only actually add one more unit here, so we will add another scout, I think. No, wait. We have our tank on this team. Let's bring Dallas. Okay, now we might as well add a few more members to the city team then if we can't add any. Sniper's useless. That's not going to be very helpful. We will add Yoko, and one more shock trooper would help even more. Mika. Okay. Deploy.
We're prepared to commence the operation. I look forward to good news from you.
Oh boy, there's going to be nothing but good news. Hopefully no one dies.
Split into 2 teams, offensive and defensive. Squad 7, move out!
The lip sync on that one was pretty bad, but... Oh, I always love the beginning of these missions. They make you so pumped.
All right, it's our first mission. Let's split into 2 teams, City and Riverside. I'll lead the Riverside team towards the enemy encampment with the Edelweiss.
Shock Trooper here. Leave the offense to me.
City team, your job is to guard the base. Be ready for anything, including tanks.
Yes, tanks. We saw a lot on that bridge.
How long you think I've been an anti-tank man? Couple of tanks ain't no sweat.
That's the spirit, Largo. Now, let's move out!
The tank also doubles as I think, a communication center, which is why he's got those headphones on, not just for the noise, but I guess the neck thing, I guess is like a microphone. I think it's basically the tank doubles as a communication center.
Listen closely. This information could save your life.
Well then tell me, I'd love to know. Occupying camps, that's how you win. You occupy camps. Units stationed near camps get a boost to their defense and HP. Tanks, which gets no HP bonus, will regain HP at each turn start if they're in their own base. Weapons with limited ammo get replenished. If there are enemy units around a camp, you cannot occupy it until they've been defeated. So if there's anybody standing within their camp, you can't occupy it yet. So you have to take them down. We're gonna have the Edelweiss lead the charge here.
Here we go!
Just because he's got, like, the best tool for taking out these 2 sandbag guys. And he'll do no damage to us.
For enemy snipers.
Alright, let's try about here. Oh man, you guys are gonna be so sad after you're dead. See, look, loads of damage.
Target silenced. Head for the next one.
It's such a good attack, honestly, the tank is. And I know, you know, like I said, not doing A ranks, there's a way to just charge someone up here and take out the few units and then take over their base. In my opinion, not the most fun way to play the game. And I think there's someone in the grass over here.
Enemy unit spotted.
Yep, crawl in the grass. You can climb a ladder. And we're gonna flush him out with a grenade, because otherwise he's not gonna get almost any damage. Oh wow, that killed him. Nice.
Who are these guys?
Okay, and I think there might be someone in that grass up there. Oh, and when we stop when we get close to an enemy like that,
Enemy sighted.
I believe that's when, they're basically considered dead by the game. Oh, look, there he is, yeah. Ooh, he's an ace. We're gonna want to get him. Anybody that has names are an ace. So let's see if Rosie can get him. She should be more than capable of getting him. I just don't think she'll have enough AP to quite reach him.
The bridge is just...
So we'll just take some pot shots at him. If you're outside of your unit's range for attack, then you'll pretty much do almost no damage.
I'm on it.
Let's see if Rosie can get him now. Alright, and get her a grenade as well. He probably won't die from this, but we'll get him out of the grass at least. Yeah. Ace units generally have a lot more health, a lot more damage, and everything than regular units, so it's usually unlikely that you'll do anything extremely productive with them. Alright, so you'll notice that we have a rifle just like the scout unit does, as an engineer. We also have lower frame rates, oddly enough. If we walk near, like we've said, oh, can we get them? Ah, no. They're a little bit less accurate than the scouts are. If we walk near...
It's our own secret garden.
An allied unit, we give them ammo, and we can help tanks. They're a pretty useful unit to have all around, honestly. And we're not going to move the tank until next turn because its AP is really low right now.
I'll handle this.
Yeah, come on, Kobe, let's do it. We'll see if we can take out this guy over here. Just to kind of... If we preemptively take them out, then we don't have to worry about them later.
How about that?
How about that? Yeah.
Who are these guys?
I love their little end of fighting voice things that they do. Okay. Got a scout up here. He's not crouching.
Okay, I got it.
So if we move in a bit, we can probably take him out.
Spotted an enemy.
Try not to let your guard down.
Okay. Let's give it a shot. Got him. Nice.
Good.
I've never actually used Melville. I like him though, so far. Okay, we'll keep him right here, and so we got 1 point left. We're gonna save it for next turn. We've got ourselves set up in a pretty good defensive position here, and we're making good progress on the Riverside team. He's gonna go hide back there for a bit. And he's not going to do a lot of damage because Rosie's crouching at the moment. But Rosie will do a bit to him. Oh man, she got him. Nice. That will get us some goodies later. We'll look into that later. If you can, they're really useful to take out. Oh no. Why? Why? I mean, I know that's a strategically smart idea, but please don't hurt my friends. Oh, come on. Alicia, don't die! Oh my gosh. Alicia needs medical attention. Stat. Nice, Melville. You are the scout that will save the world. Yeah, he's dead. He's so dead. Alright, orders. Orders are super useful. In fact, we're about to use one, if I have one that is actually useful at the moment. Orders cost CP to use. Oh, well, my voice. Ugh. Orders cost CP to use, but it can be super useful for squad-wide effects or single unit effects. So I will show you, and then you get new ones by leveling up your unit classes, and you can, quote, buy some sometimes. I'll show you that later. Alright, 10. That'll be helpful. Okay, let's see what orders we've got at the moment. All we have is evade boost, which I think makes us more likely to do that thing where we drop down and dodge. Not helpful. I was hoping there was a healing one. Alright, so we are going to really quickly do that so we don't take too much damage. Then we're going to heal Alicia. And then quickly end her turn like a madman.
Thank you.
There we go. I believe engineers do more healing than other units do, I think. I'm not sure on that, but I think that's how it works. Let's bring Rosie out since she isn't needed down here anymore. Oh, and good news is he doesn't know we're here, so we won't dodge. Nice. And that was another CP unit, so they lose another CP. Not the most useful for taking out enemy units, like them losing CP. It generally doesn't bother them much because they don't use it all anyway normally. But if they were on our team, they would want it. Alicia's one such leader. So if we take it down, they lose the amount of CP they're able to regenerate each turn. So it's super useful to take those out, actually. Just, it never really seems like it affects them that much, unless they have a lot of tanks on hand. That's the only time it really does.
Here we go!
Okay. I think Dallas will probably be okay. We'll just have her sort of sit back a bit. She's not really a frontline person anyway.
Watch the distance between you and the enemy.
And we just picked up that body. If the enemy were to do something like that to one of our units, then they would be effectively rendered dead. And according to the rules I set for myself, we would have to restart the mission then.
Hostile sighted!
Try to stay out of their range.
We can't really hit that. No, not in the slightest.
What is?
We're gonna move ourselves forward just a little bit
Entering
more.
combat!
We saved a point, so we can use it.
Enemy sighted!
Try to keep your turning
Hostile
as limited
sighted.
as possible.
Hostile sighted!
Okay, what do we got here? Enemy tank. It's going to take 3 shots at the front to kill it. Not advisable, but not terrible. Let's see if we could take those guys out. That would be nice. Nice, both dead, cover gone. That'll help us a lot.
Good.
Our tank can take a bit of a beating, especially because we've got an engineer on hand, so I'm not too worried about that.
Moving out.
Let's pull up Alicia a bit. We're going to actually have her go up this ladder, I think, is what we want. I don't know if this is super useful, but
Try to stay out of
we
their
can
range.
use this to take out their enemy shock trooper here. Oh, come on, Alicia. No, you're going to get yourself murdered now. Oh, that was stupid. That makes me sad. I was really hoping she'd take him out. I mean, we are going to. We just have to use another turn to do so. There we go. Okay, he won't be a problem now, and we might even be able to use Alicia's somewhat lackluster sharpshooter skills to pick off a few more enemies from up here. And from our elevated position, it's unlikely we'll really get hit by anything.
I'm on it.
Let's finish this guy off since he's right here. Oh, come on. Look at, there you go. Nice. Looks like we've got this side sealed off. The Riverside team, yeah, there's their tank. The Riverside team will come through soon enough.
I'm on.
We'll have Rosie move up a bit, but we're also going to have her heal our friend here with the small Ragnade. Oh, come on. Fine, move a little closer. Won't do a ton of healing, but it will help.
Thank you.
Oh wow, I guess her health is low enough that it did enough. Alright, we'll end our turn there.